your parents are getting older, and yet you seek only for motivation. Yes, you don't need it. Motivation is really a fickle thing. We've all heard it and we all know that it's true. No secret there. The truth is, motivation isn't going to be there every day. Sometimes it's hard not to think that something is wrong with us for lacking passion or motivation daily. However, it's normal and it's actually unrealistic to wish we had that. It would be more beneficial to our well-being to retrain our brain and think of it in a new light. First, be aware of your thoughts. How often have you heard "think about your thoughts"? Was it possibly confusing to you? Or maybe it just sounds cliche and you're not about that. It's like one of those never-ending quotes that annoyingly positive people say. Well, self-awareness involves paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and reactions. It's like becoming an observer of your own mind. This practice can have a transformative impact on your life. Lesson: recognize your reactions. When you're aware of your thoughts, you can better understand how you react to different situations. Do you get anxious, angry, or stressed in specific circumstances? By identifying your reactions, you gain the power to change them. Lesson: understand your actions. Your thoughts influence your actions. If you're aware of the thought patterns that lead to certain behaviors, you can choose to change those behaviors for the better. This understanding is the first step toward personal growth. Lesson: identify your emotions. Thoughts trigger emotions. Being aware of the way certain thoughts make you feel is essential. Emotions play a significant role in decision-making, relationships, and overall well-being. By recognizing your emotions, you can respond to them more effectively. Thinking about your thoughts can help in a few ways. With awareness of your actions and the initial response that you have with anything that arises in your life, with awareness of the way certain things make you feel and why it makes you feel that way. Before we can make any real change in life, we must first figure out what it is that we should change and why it would make a difference. Make sense, right? How can you ever change something that you don't even realize is happening? Lesson: change your thoughts. When it comes to motivating yourself for something, a job, a health routine, heck, even asking someone out, your initial thoughts might be, "I'm not good enough. Why would they want me? Will they like me? I've been rejected one too many times. I always quit. Why try again? That didn't work out for me before. I'll be so embarrassed if it doesn't work out." See what you're doing there? You're setting your expectations low for yourself, okay? Shutting it down before you give yourself any chance. You aren't lacking motivation, drive, or passion. You're holding on to limiting beliefs and thoughts that you carried around for so long. You believe them. However, they aren't true. Now, you can be aware of your initial thoughts and reactions to opportunities. Ask yourself why you feel them and why you tend to believe them. Once you've taken a hard look into those questions and have figured out the answers, you can begin to see how silly they are or how hard you are on yourself for no reason. You can begin to see that you have been letting thoughts of doubt and fear hold you back in life. You can now begin to realize that it wasn't something you lacked motivation, special powers, that you believed others had and you didn't. In fact, you have absolutely everything you need to make a move, to push yourself, to reach after your goals, whatever they are. As soon as you can be aware of those negative thoughts and how much they have held you back, you can practice shutting them down. I won't believe that this time. I deserve a chance. I'm going to do great. I will make it happen. It may feel foreign and awkward at first, but eventually these thoughts won't need to be forced. They won't be a second thought. They will become your initial reaction. Second, make a specific plan of action. So, you've learned the incredible power of self-awareness and shifted your mindset towards positivity. Now, let's take the next step on your journey, crafting a specific plan of action. This is where motivation meets strategy, and it's essential for turning your dreams into reality. Imagine you're embarking on a road trip to a place you've never been. You're excited about the adventure, but without a map or GPS, you might feel lost and uncertain. The same principle applies to your goals and dreams. Without a clear plan, your motivation might fade, and you'll find it challenging to make progress. Define your destination. Just like any road trip, you need to know where you're going. Start by defining your destination. which is your ultimate goal. Be as specific as possible. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, say, I want to start my own business and achieve a 20 revenue increase in the next 2 years. Clarity in your destination is the first step to a successful journey. Break it down. A cross-country road trip becomes manageable when you break it down into segments with milestones along the way. Apply the same concept to your goals. Divide your big goal into smaller, achievable steps. If your goal is to start a business, your first milestone might be creating a business plan. This approach makes your journey less overwhelming and builds motivation as you accomplish each step. Create a timeline. Timing is crucial. Set a timeline for each of your milestones. This helps you stay on track and avoid procrastination. A timeline creates a sense of urgency, which can be a powerful motivator. It turns your dreams into concrete goals with deadlines. Lesson: stay accountable. On a road trip, a travel companion can help you stay on course. In your journey to success, accountability partners or mentors play a similar role. Share your plan with someone you trust and let them hold you accountable. Regular check-ins and feedback can keep your motivation high. Visualize success. Along your road trip, you might imagine reaching your destination, picturing the beautiful scenery or exciting experiences you'll encounter. Visualization is equally effective in achieving your goals. Create a mental image of your success. How will it feel to accomplish your goals? What will your life look like? This visualization can boost your motivation and keep you focused. Adapt and adjust. Even the most well-planned road trips encounter detours or unexpected challenges. Similarly, your journey to success may not always go according to plan. Be prepared to adapt and adjust your plan when necessary. Third, revisit your action plan weekly and make a to-do list. This not only helps you to keep short-term goals, breaking it down into small steps so that you do not get overwhelmed with the bigger picture. You are forcing yourself to recharge weekly and work intentionally. The weekly refocus time will remind you of what you're doing and why. Imagine you're a seasoned sailor navigating a vast ocean. You set your course, but without regular check-ins on your position and direction, you might drift off course. Similarly, in your quest, a weekly refocus is essential to ensure you're sailing toward your goals with precision. Lesson: break it down for clarity. Your journey toward your goals is like a complex puzzle. The big picture is inspiring, but it's often intricate and intimidating. By revisiting your action plan weekly, you break down this intricate puzzle into smaller, more manageable pieces. Think of these pieces as your weekly to-do list. They make your goals attainable and your path clear. Short-term goals prevent overwhelm. Imagine attempting to eat an entire cake in one bite. It's impossible, and you'll likely end up with a mess. Goals are no different. When you set out to achieve something significant, it can feel overwhelming. Weekly short-term goals are like taking small, manageable bites of that cake. They prevent you from becoming overwhelmed and keep your motivation alive. Lesson: intentional work. A weekly refocus demands intention. It's a dedicated time to examine your progress, adjust your course, and set your weekly goals. During this focused time, you become more intentional about your work. You choose your priorities, ensuring that you stay aligned with your ultimate objectives. Remember your why. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of why you started this journey. Your why is your driving force, the reason you wake up every day and strive for success. Your weekly refocus brings your why to the forefront. It reminds you of your purpose, reigniting your inner fire. Clarity equals focus. You've likely heard the phrase, where focus goes, energy flows. When you sit down to create your to-do list, you gain clarity on your next steps. Clarity is like a magnifying glass for your motivation. It sharpens your focus and empowers you to tackle your tasks with determination. Lesson: consistent progress. The path is not always a straight line. It includes twists, turns, and unforeseen obstacles. Your weekly refocus ensures that you consistently make progress. By breaking your journey into manageable weekly segments, you'll stay on track even if the road gets a bit bumpy. When you sit down to make those small goals and how you plan to hit them, you regain a sense of focus and purpose. Getting really clear on steps you need to take to make the goals happen is important in keeping focused on the tasks at hand. Fourth, Remind yourself of the bigger why. People tend to think up whys or reasons for their goals that aren't very significant in their life. Example, I need to lose weight so I can fit into that dress or look good at so's wedding isn't likely enough to keep you going. I want to live comfortably without financial troubles with my family. I want to give back to my parents for all they've done for me. I want to stop feeling like this about myself. These are all much deeper, more significant, and much more meaningful reminders of why you are working toward the goals that you are. Consider subscribing to this channel. Thank you. The secret isn't actually motivation at all. The secret is believing in yourself.